Hi everyone, I'm the Limitless Librarian and today I've got a second-hand book haul for you. Apologies if the lighting's not as good today. My kitchen light, which I used to light me from the front, just went, so we'll be without that for the next few videos till that can be replaced. I tried using natural light, daylight from the window back there, but it just wouldn't really work. So yeah, we'll just have to be without the kitchen light for a bit. So sorry about that. Anyways, this is a secondhand book haul. I've got 2 bags of books and this was just under $100 this lot. So without further ado, let's get into these bad boys. So first up we have Deception Point by Dan Brown. This is a thriller, one of the ones that he wrote, I think, before. He wrote the Robert Langdon series. I don't know exactly what it's about, but I wanted to find these because I remember reading about them and they sounded interesting. There's this one and then there's a second one. I think one of them has a mathematician in it. I grabbed this one and the other one, which we'll see at some point. Next we have How to Rule the World by Andre de Willaume. This seems like a kind of funny book, How to Rule the World. The tone of it is kind of satirical. So yeah, that sounded interesting and funny, and is, random, unique. Next up, we have another sort of funny, silly one, The Dag's Dictionary by Richard Glover. This is a bunch of silly, made-up words that really should be words. For example, opening it to a random page, indecision, a feeling of uncertainty about which member of your extended family is actually the worst. Nanosecond, the split second between a child's arrival at their grandmother's and the provision of lollies and treats. This one, which my fellow mathematicians will appreciate, piangulation, the constant changes of angle made by a meat pie eater in order to keep the contents from spilling everywhere. Do you have memories of those? They're very messy. Next one is a maths book. The Indisputable Existence of Santa Claus by Hannah Fry and Thomas Oleron Evans. Hannah Fry, I think, is on YouTube. I think she's done some musical videos. She's done some stuff for Numberphile. She's a mathematician. I think she does stats. This is one that I was wanting to get for a while. It's a maths book. Now with more merry maths. Yay! Always want more maths. Next one, Take Back the Skies by Lucy Saxon. This is a YA novel, and I think it's kind of steampunk / spacey. There's like a flying sailing ship in the back, so there you go. It sounded up my alley. I remember seeing that at like the shops way back when. Yeah, forgot that existed. This one is 100 Candles by Mara Pernhagen. This, according to the front, is in a series, which I did not know, but it's about a game called 100 Candles and spirits get summoned. So it sounds similar to another book in this lot that I'll get to. What's the series? Past Midnight. I've never heard of the Past Midnight series. This is a YA book. No idea. Nothing about any other books they've written. I'll have to look into that. Next one is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. This needs no introduction. But the other day I picked up a nice illustrated edition of The Hobbit, so yeah, there we go. Is there anything pretty on the inside of this jacket? No, that's kind of surprising. Oh well. also looks like a nice edition that my pop had once. He offered it to me to read, but I couldn't really get into it because I think I was a bit young for it then. But I will like to see what that series is about, or see if I like it. Oops. And since these big books aren't going everywhere, I also have The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey visual companion. What is going on with this bag? This one has like pictures and stuff, I'm guessing from the movie. Yeah, this all looks like it's from the movie. So I guess it's just a guide to the world. And we have another big book here, The Unexplained by Nigel Blundell. This is about weird phenomena and things. Like, there's like El Dorado, Atlantis. What else? Stonehenge. The Great Pyramid. It's full of photos and things. This one's like a Yeti. So there you go. Because I'm into quirky, strange, interesting things like that. We have another big one. Oh, this is a Top Gear book. I bought this for my dad because he likes cars and the Top Gear TV show. So I saw this and I picked that up for him. I have Hebe's Daughter by Celia Sured. This is a 19th century, late Victorian 19th century girl who's a daughter of an actress, I think. So that sounded interesting to me because I like that time period and reading things set in it. The Iron Man by Ted Hughes. This one I listened to as an audiobook when I was a kid, and this is a classic. There's a movie called The Iron Giant based on this, although it's a different story. So yeah, it's about this mysterious iron giant robot man that is found and by this boy, and he has to save the world. Next one is Playing Beatty Bow by Ruth Park. This one I started listening to an audiobook as a kid and for some reason just couldn't get into it. But it sounded interesting and I really want to read it. And it's a bit like that 100 Candles one where they're playing a game and supernatural stuff happens. So yeah. Let's see if I can get into this one this time because I feel like I really wanted to, but I just couldn't. Another one that I tried reading as a kid and for some reason couldn't get into, Just Tricking by Andy Griffith. This is the only one of the Just books that I've never finished. I remember I started reading it and for some reason just couldn't really get into it. I don't know why I wasn't enjoying it as much. I think this was the first one, so maybe he hadn't really quite hit his stride yet. I don't know. Let's again hope that goes better this time. This one is Anthropology by Dan Rhodes. This is a bunch of little one-page short stories that I guess think are like philosophical, deep, I think. And the last one in this bag is The First and Final Voyage by Stephanie Peters, which is about a boy on the sinking of the Titanic, and it's kind of like a hybrid novel and graphic novel. So that seemed interesting, and it was like 50. It's literally like 50 cents. So I was like, might as well give that a try. So there you go. That was the first bag. So I'll pop these back in, and I'll get back to you when ready to do the second bag. Just give me a minute. Okay, so welcome back. It's been like not even a second for you guys, but we are ready for bag the second of the book haul. So we have Digital Fortress by Dan Brown. This is the other thriller I talked about that he wrote before the Robert Langdon series. So I think it's, again, modern, more techno-based sort of thriller as opposed to history like the Langdon ones are. This one is The Seraph Seal by Leonard Sweet and Laurie Wagner. This one I think deals with biblical mythology. It's another thriller setting like modern America, and I think it deals with biblical mythology and symbolism and stuff. So that sounds interesting. Next is The Chronicles of Fairy by O.R. Melling. There's a fourth book in the series that it says wasn't out yet at the time these ones were published, but I think it's about these people who go to Fairy, as in the land of the Fae, and it is urban fantasy, so hopefully there'll be some interesting mythological sort of stuff in here. Next is Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell. And this one, I definitely heard the title before, but I knew nothing about it. But it's like connected between the 19th century and a post-apocalyptic future, so sounds interesting. Again, I like the 19th century time period, reading about it, and yeah, this sounds like an interesting and unique book. And again, since I'd heard of it, I was curious. Next one is 2,000 Years Later by Peter Longley. I think this is sort of a similar kind of vein, except more, again, dealing with biblical things. The blood definitely mentioned Jesus, but it's somehow connecting to the present day. So we'll see. You're a hardcover. Are you pretty? Oh, it at least has writing on the front. It's always nice to see when they do a hardcover that has something on the front under the dust jacket. Next one is Blinky Bill by Dorothy Wall. This is an Australian classic, and I listened to the first one as a kid, but I don't think I ever got to the other two, and this one has 3 books in it. I don't know if that's all the Blinky Bill books, but it has the complete, or I'm guessing complete, trilogy: Blinky Bill, Blinky Bill Grows Up, and Blinky Bill and Nutsy. So yeah, the first one I listened to, it was pretty sad, honestly, but yeah, it's an Australian children's classic, so there you go. These two are in a series: Blue Blood and Masquerade by Melissa Dela Cruz. Some kind of, I think it's a 19th century vampire thing. I don't know if it's 19th century. It reminds me of the Lux series. Actually, I think it might be modern, but either way, it sounds like Lux or Lux with vampires, which sounds interesting. So that was the first 2 books in that series. Then we have The Age of Empire and The Age of Capital by Eric Hosbaum. This is a series about the British Empire. I think these are the second and third ones, unfortunately, so I'll have to track down the first one. But last year I read Jan Morris's Pax Britannica trilogy, which went through the rise and fall of the British Empire, and I really enjoyed that. So I think these ones are more focused on industry and stuff. Yeah, so I enjoyed that. So hopefully I'll enjoy those once I can find the first one. I think this is the last one. Spartacus by Howard Fast, about Roman gladiator and some kind of uprising in ancient Rome. So there you go. I'm currently finishing off the Trials of Apollo. So it is by Rick Riordan, which involves Roman demigods. So I guess I was in a mood for some more Roman stuff. So anyway, that is the book haul. If you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe to my channel for more book hauls and other bookish content, including reviews of some of these books when I eventually get to them. So thank you for watching, and as always, do lots of maths, read lots of books, and I'm sure you'll have an awesome day.